He defends convicted sex offenders, even allowing them onto his property, which is marked as a family-friendly park. And against legal advice, against common sense, because protecting his ego mattered more than protecting children, he defends people like Chris Jones, a registered sex offender, and allows him onto the park, even stating in a conversation that it's illegal for him to be there, but he's my friend.
So it's been interesting to see the comments. I posted a Facebook comment yesterday, I think it was, about someone had a YouTube up about me, about a friend of mine named Chris Jones. Chris Jones has been a friend of mine for many, many years. I've known he was railroaded completely by the system because he knew things about what happened at the jail. They threw him in jail for absolutely no reason. The guards beat him unconscious. So they made up these wild charges from an incident from 5 years earlier, I believe it was. Anyway, it was insane. So it's all over. Forget it. Drop it. He is not a child molester, never has been. He's a great Christian friend of mine.
There are no pedophiles here. There never have been any pedophiles here. We have no pedophiles. There aren't any here. Pedophiles. There are no pedophiles here that I'm aware of. I have one friend who lives 500 miles from here who 35 or 40 years ago was guilty of a little bit of fondling somebody, one of his own children. Well, there's only two. The one that lives 500 miles away, and he admitted, yeah, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. Okay, now they're concerned about me being around the grandkids.
There was a pedophile friend that was coming, Chris Jones. He came like 6 times. One other pedophile that was never convicted but admitted guilt, and that was it. Two men. Show me 20 pedophiles. I bet you can only show me 2.
Who's the 2? Wasn't it?
It's Chris Jones and Brady Byron.
I'm a sex offender. That's so. I mean, what's DAL's thing? Is it going to be an ask, don't tell policy?
You're welcome here anytime, brother.
I'm a sex offender. That's so. I mean, what's DAL's thing? Is it going to be an ask, don't tell policy?
You're welcome here anytime, brother.
There are no pedophiles here. There never have been any pedophiles here. I have one friend who lives 500 miles from here who 35 or 40 years ago was guilty of a little bit of fondling somebody, one of his own children. And so they're holding that over him now for the rest of his life. Well, there's only 2. The one that lives 500 miles away that does not live here is a friend of mine. And 35 or 40 years ago, whatever it was, his son said, Dad did this. And he admitted, yeah, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate.
There was a pedophile friend that was coming, Chris Jones. He came like 6 times in 8 years, and one other pedophile that was never convicted but admitted guilt, and that was it. Two men. And Kent's admitted to these things publicly. Show me 20 pedophiles. I bet you can only show me 2.
Who's the 2? Wasn't it?
It's Chris Jones and Brady Byron.
Chris Jones is a child pornographer, convicted of child pornography or child pedophilia.
I'm a sex offender.
Never have had one spend the night. And I said, Chris, you're welcome at Dinosaur Adventure Land.
There's a third pedophile that's close friends with Kent that comes and goes. And it's like, man, that is a lot of unsafe circumstances to have in a ministry geared towards children. And it just gets to a point where you have to question, is there something deeper involved here? It's something that parents bringing your children there need to be aware of. Kent defends these people, and he defends what they did. And even with Chris Jones, he defends it as, well, Chris Jones was just playing strip poker with a 10-year-old. Oh my God. Chris Jones was there 4 times in the 4 months I was there, or 3 times in the 4 months I was there. And I didn't even know about Brady Byram at the time.
Monsieur Hovind, you are very upfront about many things, and sometimes maybe that go against you. Like you're very friend with Jones, Chris, and Byram, Brady, but maybe they're not good for you. If
you think about it, if you think about it, they mocked Jesus for talking to a prostitute. And they're like, if this was really the Son of God, don't you think he'd know who he's talking to? And it was, the lost are who needs Jesus. You know, and yeah, we're going to get some people that have a bad record, and we're going to get some people that have had some sin in their life. I'm a sinner, aren't you? You know,
Of course,
so we're going to
but
get
there's
some of them, and they still need the ministry. They still need the help.
but some is very bad look, you know, and maybe can
sure. I mean, they
doesn't
could
help.
say that about Jesus too.
Well, they did
No,
say
I
that
don't
about
think. No. Jesus did not do anything to children. You know, come on.
Okay,
Jesus
Claude,
was good to
Claude,
children. Yeah.
Claude, listen to me. Neither did Brady. Neither did Chris. I know them well. 50 years ago, first of all, it's none of anybody else's business, but they love the Lord. Everybody's a sinner. They got something in their past, but I know them and I know the story. And just to be safe, we're careful about that. But everybody that's ever come here is a sinner. Every visitor we've ever had, 70 countries, all 50 states. So anyway, yeah, I can choose my friends if I want, and you can choose yours. Go ahead.
Of course, you know, I thought one time you mentioned the Brady did something with his own children 50 years ago. It's still not good, you know.
Well, I have no evidence either way, whether he did or not. That's
You
between him and the
said he
Lord.
was guilty. You said he was guilty.
Oh, I don't. How could I know that? I didn't know him 50 years ago.
Well, you did say on Stephen, the channel of Stephen. It's there.
Yeah. I even if again, have you ever done anything in your life, in your entire life?
Well, not
pretty
with
wicked?
children. No. Come on.
Not with children.
We
So
stick to
that's the
topic
dividing.
here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Fiddling with children's not good.
Some people like to look at one particular sin and to justify theirs. How about with other women? Have you ever slept with a woman you weren't married to?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
It's
well,
France.
that's in the big 10 commandments. Don't commit adultery.
Yeah, but some people just wave their hands and get married, you know, and then they can go and bonk whoever they like.
And they've
It is
made
such a lie.
similar allegations that there's a prostitution ring there. But I've been to Dinosaur Adventure Land many times. There is such a shortage of females there, period, that you're having to beg online for wives to come find these young men. It's insane.
I know. God can forgive anybody for anything, okay? But I'm not guilty of pedophilia and never have been. Now they're concerned about me being around the grandkids. There are no pedophiles here. There never have been any pedophiles here.
Who's the two? Wasn't it Brady?
It's Chris Jones and Brady Byron.
I'm a sex offender. That's so. I mean, what's DAL's thing? Is it going to be an ask, don't tell policy?
You're welcome here anytime, brother. You're welcome here anytime, brother.